Hi everyone, my name is Havish Madhupati, and we want to take up a very common visual that is used across all businesses and functional areas today. This is the Pareto chart. Interestingly, it is fairly simple to create a Pareto chart on Excel, either doing it directly or by creating a pivot table. Doing this on Power BI does require a little bit of effort, but the final result is 100% worth it. As you can see here, I can see my list of subcategories and I can see how the subcategories add up to become 100%. And obviously these categories have been sorted in a descending order. All right, so let's get started. I first want to make a table so that we can see the calculations that we are performing. I want to start off by keeping my subcategory inside the table. So we see a list of all the subcategories. The first thing we want to do is to create a measure, which I will call Pareto and then total sales. This is very simple. This would be the sum of my sales field. All right. Now there are three things we need to create. We need to have a Pareto rank. We will use that to create the running total. And then finally, we will create the Pareto percentage. So we will start off by creating the Pareto rank. And to do this, we can use a rankx function. So again, a new measure. And we can call this the Pareto rank, which is equal to a rank function, a rank x, where I'm selecting all of the subcategory. And then the expression is going to be the sales that we just created. So we will select Pareto total sales. All right. Now when we drag these ranks into the table, we get the ranks for all the subcategories. Okay, now comes the important part. Now we have to create the running total. So I create a new measure and we call this Pareto running total. Now here I want to use a calculate function where I start off by giving the expression as my Pareto total sales. And then I want to look at the top n. So the top n value here will be the rank that we are selecting. So this would be Pareto rank. And then I want to select all the subcategories. And then finally, the order by expression is going to be the total sales because that is on the basis of which we want to sort the data. All right, once we have done this and I drag Pareto running total, what we get is we get a running total like this. So if you notice, the moment I put my ranks in a descending order, or rather in a ascending order, we get a running total like this, which adds up to 3.3 million. All right. Now the total, remember, is going to be incorrect here, but that's okay. Maybe in a future example, I can show you how to ensure that the total does not come incorrectly. But please notice here that the total of all these numbers is only going to be 2.29 million. So this number is actually incorrect. Okay, but let's not worry about that right now. Finally, what we want to do is we want to calculate the Pareto percentage. So we add under the measure and we say my Pareto percentage is equal to a divide function where we're dividing the Pareto running total and then we are calculating the Pareto total sales and the filter is going to be all of the subcategories. Okay, And once we've done this division, we can put Pareto percentage in my table. We can then go to measure tools, make sure this is a percentage. And remember, all of this has been done just for your understanding. But the final visualization that we want to create is fairly simple. We create a line and stacked column chart where I can keep my Pareto percentage and I can also keep my sales value. So Pareto percentage will come in column. Oh, I'm sorry, Pareto percentage comes in my line value and then sales comes in my column value. And the moment we put subcategory in this, we get a Pareto chart, right? So remember there are three steps that we need to perform. Number one, we need to calculate the rank using rank X. Once that is calculated, then we have to um, use a calculate function with a top n using the rank that we calculated earlier. And then finally, we use a divide function, which is simple. We are simply dividing the running total divided by all the sales, which is the total sales. Excellent. I hope you like the example and the fact that you can make a slicer, let us say for my region, and then click on any one of these to see a different Pareto. This is extremely useful for businesses and not depending on whichever functional area you're working in. This adds a lot of value. All right, I will see you for the next video. Thank you.